So I'm going to be fixing my Polaris Magnum 325 2x4. I need to fix the brake, the ignition, because I flipped it, the key snapped, and a new battery. So, and possibly this choke. I don't really need the choke right now. And then eventually I'm going to be bending the handlebars back into shape. But right here, I have the battery. They were like, they didn't have it charged, so they said, oh, it'll take 12 to 24 hours. I was like, yeah, no, I'll do it myself. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I have the ignition, the brake line, and then a new brake lever, because the teeth on the one that I have are kind of chewed away and they don't really work that well. And putting the master cylinder back on, I didn't want to buy a new one because the new one was like $200 plus, so I'm either just going to use some JB Weld or just weld it back on. First, I'll do the battery and stuff, and then figure out how to attach the master cylinder, and then I'll start working on everything else. Alright, so here's my battery for the quad. Same bag. Here's the battery. Bolts. Okay. Here's the liquid. So, what I'm going to do open this up. And what I'm going to do is take this off and press it into, I'm going to take this foil off here and press it into the battery and let it drip out. And then once it's done dripping, should be like 20 minutes, I'm going to take this cap and use it as the cap for the battery. So, and I'm using gloves because you do not want to get any of this on you. Really? Okay, I don't think I have to take these little foils off. I just take it and then just press it in like that until it pops. And you'll see it draining out. I believe that's it. Alright, so here I have the ignition, the new ignition, and I just gotta get it first. I gotta figure out how to take this off. I don't really care about this, but if you're going to save it, use something that's not gonna rip it up, but I'm just using some pliers to unscrew the front piece right there. And that should come right off like this. And stick that aside, and then you should be able to just press this through. Come on, come out. There we go. Got the old one out. Time to put the new one in. So I'm going to take the key out. And, okay. Oh, that's why. There's things to line this notch up here. Okay. Dang. Alright. Now I'm gonna get the new. I guess it's called a nut. So I got this in, I believe it's correct. And then I'm gonna get I guess you can call it a nut, and screw it in. I have to watch when I turn because the handlebars are bent. I don't know if I can even use the key because it'll just probably bend it. Alright, I got that done, so now I'm going to plug it in. Okay, now let's see if it works. I used the old nut thingy because I couldn't get the new one on, so alright. Yeah, turning isn't gonna be that great, so until I fix that, I'm gonna have to use it without the key. So the key's in, it's on, so here we Alright, ready? Sweet. Yeah, battery doesn't work. Okay. So that works. That's cool. So next, let's check on the battery. Still a little bit of liquid in there. I'll do the brake lever right now. Let me set this. Alright, so I got a punch and a hammer. The punch is a little small for this, but it's not a big deal. Okay, got the pin the rest of the way off. There we go. Got the pin. Lever's out, so now let's put in the new one. New lever's right here. Take the lever first. Let's get it lined up correctly. Almost. Pin. The problem is, oh, nuts. Dang it. The old pin, I needed to save that. The little pin that held it on. Really? That was stupid. Alright, hopefully I can find it. Oh my gosh. I found the pin. You see it? You see how tiny it is? I got distracted and I started playing around with the kitty. And I was on my hands and knees and I felt something under my finger and I lifted it up and it was the pin. That's ridiculous. Okay, so since I got the pin, let's get it on. That's nuts. Okay. Alright, so now it's on. The question is, I don't even know if the brakes work. I don't think they do. No, the brakes don't even work. Okay. Now I'm going to put this back in the bag. The old stuff. Okay, back there. That's back. Now that ignition. Okay, ignition is done. What else? Battery. Alright, let's get to the battery. Alright, so what you're going to do is, once it's done draining, take this thing off, and then be careful that you don't spill anything out. And then take like a rag or a paper towel and just cover up the holes so that, because when you charge it, fluid does come out of it. So just cover up the holes with a paper towel or something. And charge it on low amps. Like, I'm going to be charging it on 2 amps for a couple hours. So, plug that in. Now it's charging on 2 amps, and I'm going to leave it there for a couple hours. I don't know if, see if the camera can, the microphone can pick this up. If you get really close, you can hear like a bubbling inside. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but that's pretty much that for the charging the battery. And if you leave it, yeah, right here it says 1.2 amps for 5 to 10 hours. So I have it on 2 amps, so I'll do it for like 3 to 6 hours. And the lower the amps you charge it, it'll last longer. Because I have a 6 amp option, and it won't charge as long if I do on that. So that's it for the battery. What do I have next? Brakes. Figuring out how to mount the brake. Alright, so I ground down a little piece, a little bit of it right there to attach this to, so I can weld. And then on this side, right there, I used the drill and scraped it with a drill bit, so I can begin welding on the top part. So it's gonna sit like that. I think, yeah, it's gonna sit like that, and I'm gonna try to get it as much as possible as it was like before, so I can so the bolt still fits through. And it's either aluminum or magnesium. I have a feeling it's aluminum because I don't believe they make external parts out of magnesium. So, gloves on. Oh, first, I think I'm going to have to hold it in place with one hand and weld with the other. Gloves. Help. Kitty, get out of here. Shoo. You're gonna go blind. Get out. Shoo. Pass. Okay. Dang. So, I can't weld this. I don't. Well, not with the welder I have. It's probably aluminum due to the fact of how quickly it cooled down. Because it was like burning my hand like 5 minutes ago, and now I can hold it perfectly fine right now. So I'm probably going to try some epoxy